right? So if we go to our Discord, so first of all, as Patrick mentioned, we have a futures trading room. We also have a macro room. We also have a trade structuring room. So all of these are amazing. We also have a daily live session at 8 a.m. in the morning to prepare on, especially SPX is the big one, but that can also be applied to any of the futures that you guys trade, because SPX typically is very relevant, moves the market. So even if you trade MenthorQ, you still need to monitor kind of like what the SPX is doing. So we're looking at strikes, we're looking at open interest, all of that stuff. Then we have a futures trading where we post our blind spots. Soon they will be available via the bot or via dedicated channels. So I think as soon as next week. But basically, and then we have our query bot. But before we go into that, let's actually scroll down all the way to the bottom where we have our futures. So for futures, we cover different assets. So we have about, I think it's about 30 futures that we cover. So if we start from the index side, we have MenthorQ, we have RTY, so the Russell, we have YES. So those are all the data points that you can access at the future level. So first, I can look at volume and open interest. I can look at my liquidity snapshot, so I can see if we are in positive or negative gamma for the day on ES. In this case, let's actually scroll down to the bottom. We have our matrix. Again, or MenthorQ, yes. So again, we can look at the option chain. We can see how things have changed. What's the gamma exposure? What's the delta exposure? Open interest, and so on. We can look at our 0DTE data as well as our different expirations. So here you can see, for example, on RTY, the next we have 4 expirations. We have the 0DTE, the next daily expiration, then we have the 2 expiration with the highest checks. Very important, so you can compare how the market is positioning itself in the future. We also have our just pure net gamma exposure chart. So here we see a very important strike at 2250. We also see some negative at 2125. So kind of this gives you an idea. Then we cover commodities. So we cover crude oil, copper, natural gas. So copper is part of the metals. We cover natural gas. We have the metals where we cover gold, platinum, and silver, and copper. Then we have our bonds, 2 years, 5 years, 10 years, and 20 plus years. So we have the 4 bond contract there. We have forex. So top 10 currencies like Australian dollar, GBP, Swiss franc, JPY, they're all covered here. And then we have soft commodities where we cover corn, soybean, and wheat. But you can also go within the bot and you can also start looking at some of the charts. So if we look at MenthorQ, for example, here we have our net gamma exposure multi-expiration from today. We can also go back in time and we can look at, for example, how things have changed over time. So you can see, for example, if like 2 days ago, there was a lot of like bullish gamma there, so a lot of call gamma. As we can see now, the picture is a bit different. We can also look at the matrix like Patrick mentioned. And we can, again, look at the matrix from today, go back in time, see how things have changed. So if we go back to a couple of days ago, we see there was a positive gamma. So there was a big shift in the market on that side.